Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Anthony here with DIYautotech Automotive Diagnosis and Repair. Today we're working on a Honda CRF450R dirt bike. Complaint is that there is a leak from the water pump weep hole when the bike was started. We're going to go ahead and replace some seals on this bike. Honda factory service manual that I have here for this vehicle says that if there's water leaking out of the weep hole that you should replace the water pump seal. And it is also recommended that you replace the oil seal on the inside. However, we're just going to do the outer seal for now. We can't get parts for that inner seal as of right now due to the current recent events. We're going to show you how to replace the water pump seal behind the water pump fan blade, and also just everything else in between. Let's get to it. I'm going to knock off the one 10mm bolt holding the little brush plate on. Next, take off the radiator cap. Next, we need to remove this bolt. This is the coolant drain plug. So when we pull this out, coolant's going to drain, so we need a catch pan. Once that's done, we can remove these other bolts here and pull this water pump cover off. Coolant's draining, we can get the other couple of bolts out now. You can see the top bolt is much longer. Also a good idea to remove this C-clamp so we can get this lower 90-degree elbow off of the housing cover so we can replace the gasket. Should be enough. Helps to twist things back and forth, and then they come off really easy. So what we're doing is we remove this so that we can replace this water pump housing seal. So we want to replace that with a known good factory part, and then we'll show you what's going on inside the water pump. Now we have to pull the water pump impeller out. It's at 10 mil. Just like that. There is a copper washer on the inside, so just be cognizant of that. All right, guys, you can see the seal in here. I've pulled it out a little bit, but one thing I want to make note of is the seal's got a metal ring on the inside with rubber on the outside. And what you want to do is you want to take a flathead sort of towards the tip here, okay? Not into the aluminum housing, but into the tip, angled in towards the center. And you want to hit it with the soft mallet just to break that seal loose. And once you get a little lip formed like I do down here, you can take a pair of vice grips and pull it out like so. Okay, this is going to take a little time. Go very slow. You don't want to damage the seal on the inside, okay? Now that that's done, we can kind of clean out everything in here. There's going to be a little buildup of coolant in there because coolant got past that seal, obviously. And when coolant gets past this inner seal, it weeps out the water pump hole, telling you, hey, there is imminent danger of this leaking. And if this continues, it is going to leak past your oil seal into the transmission. Okay, I've got a factory Honda seal here for this 2004 CRF450. We're going to put this on the bike. This flat side goes inward, and this recessed side sits outward. There's a little spring on the inside of that as well, okay? So make sure you get that seated nice and evenly. And then you can take a little socket that's flat and gently push that seal in. That seal looks in to me. Now that the seal's sitting flush, we can go ahead and take our housing and put the new seal on it. All right, got the water pump housing here with the new seal for, again, the 2004. That's the part number here. You want to use a little seal puller if you have one, or a really thin flathead. Just get under the seal. Just be real gentle. You don't want to scar the aluminum. Just pull it out like so. We're going to clean that inner surface and then put the new seal in. All right, we got the new washer here. That's the part number for that washer. And it's going to go behind the pump. Okay, just like that. Dry off your sealing surface, make sure your gasket's in place, toss it back on. And just loosely thread some bolts in. And for the lower bolt, remember that there is a washer, a little copper washer involved with that one. Just remember, this is an aluminum case, so easy to strip things. So you don't want to go too tight on this stuff. Now we just get this back on as well. Tighten that down and fill her back up with coolant. Just filling her back up with coolant now. Now just screw the radiator cap back on. Get this little brush mount back on. And then we can go ahead and start the bike. Alright guys, it's been another video here from Anthony at DIYautotech. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.